Hey Pisces, welcome to Divine Duality Tarot. My name is TJ. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. What I do here is, this one's for the week of January 30th. So what I do here is just relationship reading. Just get the basic idea of the love energy going into that week, so that you are going into it with a little bit of forewarning instead of no warning at all. So the way I do this is I lay out, draw three for you to represent your energy, Pisces, going into that week. And got some interesting stuff going on here. And then we have, and I will do three for our romantic interest, whoever that is to you, Pisces. Get their energy. Oh my goodness. So, if any meanings don't make sense, I do have a second deck here for clarification purposes. A lot of times I don't need it, but today, Pisces, we're going to need it. Anytime I see the Tower, unless it is so clearly obvious what it is, I like to clarify it, and that's going to happen today. So let me explain what's going on here and why I'm going to have to clarify that Tower. Because it makes sense, but it also doesn't. Leading it off is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is strong traditions. It's strong traditions and beliefs and conformity in those beliefs. It's going with what's comfortable. It's going with what you know works. It is taking the path more traveled because you know the path more traveled works. And then you have the Three of Cups, which is celebration of emotion. Now these two together, if it was just these two, it's actually a really cool thing, because you have the stability of knowing that you're doing what you know works. You are following your traditions. You are conforming to your beliefs. You are steadfast in what you believe in. You're standing your ground. You are faithful. And then to celebrate it is to be happy with your emotions. Like, that is a good thing. You are stable. You are a rock. You're an anchor. Anchor. Sounds like a weird French liquor. But then we have this Tower thrown right at the end. The Tower is, as my wife would put it, the rug being pulled out from under you. It is a sudden change, a big upset, a break of pattern. I want to know what that is. I want to know what that is, because this means, at first glance, it's like, it almost seems like you're in a good spot and then everything gets torn asunder, but I don't want to say that and that not be what it is. So we're going to go ahead and find out, what is Pisces Tower moment energy? Fascinating. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Whew. All right. So, leading it off is the Fool, which is taking chances. It's a new beginning. It's innocence, a leap of faith. It's trusting your intuition and leaving your past behind. You're making a big change in life. Yes, you are conforming. You are following your celebrated methods. You may be initiating a big change with good intentions, because you have a new beginning, and then you have this Six of Wands, which is victory. It's building a power couple. It's intense willpower to attain victory. It is reaching and maintaining success in a relationship. And then you have your Nine of Wands, which is difficult fulfillment because of only being able to rely on yourself. You're going into this looking to make a change for the better, but you're doing it on your own. You don't want to do it on your own. You're trying to be spontaneous. You want to do something new to build success and going outside of your comfort zone. You still have that anchor. You are still tethered to reality. You are still in a good spot of doing things that you know work. But this is that energy where it's changing because new things are being thrown into the mix, new passion, new desire, new energy, but you're the only one making that push. You know there's a change and you're not quite getting the results you want. Pisces, I think your partner's the reason why. Let's go over this. They have the Two of Swords, which is refusing of issues. It's not knowing what's going on. It's not them not being deceived. It's them actively choosing to not address, to say, when there's a broken glass on the ground, there is no broken glass down there. That cup's not broken. There's no glass in front of me. There's no broken glass down there. It's not. Nope. Refusing the truth, which has started to develop a new truth. They have the Ace of Swords, which is new ideas. So they're refusing to see the problem by putting new input into it. Like instead of actually addressing the issue, the problem that is starting to get in the way of things, via this Tower moment, instead they're bypassing it. They're trying to skirt around the problem by coming up with new ideas, new methods, new thought patterns to their own end, but that's leading to this Chariot energy. So the Chariot is fast moving. It's people having the same, direction, plan to establish a relationship. But there's one thing about this. You have two people pulling the Chariot. While they're pulling that Chariot forward, if they have the same exact direction, they have the same goals, then the Chariot will continue to go forward. But if you hit a fork in the road and new ideas pop up, and those new ideas are because they don't want to see the issue, then they may start to veer off. Now, for a while, it'll still travel in the same direction, but as it comes apart, further down the road, eventually it'll get to the point where the Chariot can no longer move because the two pulling the Chariot have went off in their own directions. I think you know what that means. So, trusting in what works, staying in your comfort zone because you know you can celebrate your emotion, you know you can be content, is a good thing. But then throwing that Tower moment in there, throwing that leap of faith, your new ideas, whatever this is completely upset the entire balance of the relationship. And you find yourself to be the one picking up the pieces while this person is off doing their own thing, not trying to actually address the problem that you on your own are the one addressing. You're by yourself with this one. That's what it feels like. And you're tackling it the best way you know how, which is the thing, the methodologies that you have developed over time, your comfort zone, the things that you know work, your conformity. It's a really tough situation to be in because you have really good energy. It's just having that rock thrown through your windshield like this is clouding your ability to actually drive straight. You're the only one holding the wheel while this person's over in the side seat just staring out the window, not helping at all. You can't see out the window, you're asking them what's in front of us, and they're just playing on their phone. I don't know, whatever. I got something new going on. Pisces, you are going to have to communicate. That is the only way this is going to in any way right itself. You have to communicate, because if you don't voice what's going on, then that might validate, solidify, turn this new idea into a new truth. And I'm not saying that it is the truth, but it is a truth to them. It becomes a new set pattern in their mind. You will validate whatever this is into them thinking that it's okay. And if it's not okay, you need to do something about it, Pisces. If you sit on your hands and just let it play out, you may not like the result. And you are already burdened because you want success. You want things to work. But whatever this new thing is that has just come crashing through your front door, it is stopping that from happening. And they don't want to see it. You are on your own with this one. And that sucks. But ultimately, if this is going to be a relationship that works, if this week is going to be successful, you have to get them to understand and see the actual problem so they can help you with it. This is not a you problem. This is a us problem. Make them see that is your only option with this. Because if you don't, then you're just going to experience failure. It's just going to go downhill. Whatever this problem is going to persist, and they're going to feel justified that what they did was the right thing. You know, how they acted, what they did to cope was the right course of action. So now you have a new learned behavior that is unhealthy, and you're still in a crappy situation. So, like I said, communicate. Pisces, communicate. And take care of yourself. Don't get lost in the situation. With that, Pisces, I really do appreciate you, sticking through the video, listening to what I have to say here with the messaging. And with that, Pisces, I will see you next week.